It's the second Saturday of the month, and this means $1 million Clash Royale League time, and this is one of my last chances to qualify for the actually $1 million Clash Royale League World Finals at the end of the year, most likely in Helsinki, Finland. So actually, you guys know the drill. I need to get 10, or I need to play 10 games. I need to win 8 out of this 10, and in this point, we're kind of going in now against Inful. We are 6-2. So basically, if I win this best of 3s against Inful and also another guy back to back, I will be able to get to the top 33 stage, top 32 stage, which will be actually pretty massive. And then we just need to win one more game to actually get in to the top, top 8, top 32, and then we just need to win the top 32 and to get to the top 8, and then we need to win again. And yeah, you guys know how it works. It's pretty complicated, but yeah. So for everyone who's watching this channel new, or who doesn't know how CL works, it's actually really easy to explain now. I need to win this best of 3 against Inful duels format. You can just use every single card once, and then I'm also have to win the next game. But first of all, we need to focus on this game. And it's Inful. I'm actually decided to pick this minor Wizard deck, which is a really interesting deck. By the way, I'm currently doing my picks on my own. Even like I worked with Drillsy before, we kind of decided to part ways on both sides. We're like really good friends still, but he's just working now, I think, with Mohammed Light. But yeah, currently, so I'm picking my decks on my own. So just let you know, these are always my own picks, not my own decks. I actually copied this deck from Mo, which like Jules is still working from, so basically I just copied his deck. But yeah, this is like really good deck in my opinion. Like one of my favorite strategies, favorite archetypes you guys know is Minor Poison Control. And this deck does pretty good against beatdown, also against like some recruit stacks. And I saw Inful kind of using beatdown recruits and so on. I just felt like Wizard is so good in this deck. And this is why I decided to pick, and also of course you guys know I feel really comfortable with Minor Control, so I thought this is a really good start. And also used this I think 2 times before, and I didn't lose any game with Minor Control today. So I'm just going for my Ice Spirit there just to cycle. Mighty Mine also pretty nice. Just gonna go guards there just to make sure, because just to make sure to get some pressure, because also he doesn't have his lock and cycle, so really good guards there. Now I'm just gonna go cycle my Miner here in the back and trying to get some extra chip damage. He goes in for a log, which is still fine for me because we're still able to get so much damage. I'm just gonna go now for my Ice Spirit at the bridge, and now I'm just gonna cycle my Evolution Wizard in the back. And you guys know how broken Evolution Wizard can be, especially in the match when we know he can't kill it, right? He can go poison log, it won't kill it, so we know how much value it actually will get. So I'm just gonna go for my log there to make sure to kill everything. Now we have the Evolution Tesla actually ready. And here I'm just going to go Miner once again, because now he doesn't have like a Knight or something. So he has to go Bomb Tower, which you don't really want to play against my Evolution Wizard. And we're going to be able to get like really good value. Of course, not as much damage as I wanted to be. Perfect Ice Spirit, by the way. I felt like in this month, I actually played like really good. As you guys know, in the last 2 months, I think I didn't actually make it to the top 32 stage. But this month, I feel like I'm playing way better. Also, of course, like Princess Tower is kind of back. I use it like every single game. My opponents use it every single game. So just feel like the meta is just like way better. It just feels like more of an all Clash Royale again. So I have like way more fun playing, and I'm performing way better. So I'm just go for my Evolution Wizard there. Using my lock there. Perfect guards. Once again, guards are just so powerful. He uses the poison, which is completely fine. I'm not sure if my boy survives there. It's actually not surviving, but it's fine. I'm just gonna go Miner there again. Now I'm just have to go like for my Wizard here again at the bridge here. I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit, not the perfect Ice Spirit. I need to go for this here, and here this is like a really important sequence, because I have to go for this. And look at this Wizard, bro. The Wizard actually survives with 1 HP. That was so important, because otherwise the Evolution Belts would have been able to get so much value on me. So protect your Wizard, bro. So once again, just gonna go for a Miner. He has to go for a Goblin Marshal, and the Miner gets so much chip damage. Just gonna decide to go for a Tesla there, because I felt like, okay, I have to play more Teslas, because Evolution Tesla is so good against him. And I'm also gonna go start poisoning, cycling left tower. I think it just perfectly makes sense. Because there's nothing I need to poison, especially if like his Evolution Bets are on, like out of his cycle, using my log there to make sure to just get maximum value. And now I'm just gonna go for my Evolution Wizard there. Really nice Evolution Wizard. Opposite lane, just trying to get some value. And of course, we're going to try to not give him any poison value. So just decided to go for this. I'm just going to pop my ability there, keep up the 3-card cycle. And Wizard just does pretty well there. I'm just trying to protect it here. I think I'm just gonna go for this because I know you will go into the right side because my left side tower is like full HP. So just making sure I have the illusion test on the map is really, really nice there. Honestly, I can go for a miner there. It doesn't really matter. He knows it's over. We know it's over. It doesn't matter what he really does because if he goes in like for his recruits the bridge, we got the evolution test. Like we got the wizard and he knows it's over. 1-0 for us. Really great game. But as I said, since it's the best of 3, nothing over yet. I busted out miner poison control, so I can't use his cards anymore, and he can't also use miner poison control. So interesting what we're gonna pick there. And I actually did a really surprising pick because I want to always play Wormrider, but I felt like against most of the opponents it didn't really make too much sense. So I was like, maybe this is the time now against Infrared where I can actually bust out my, a Mega Knight deck. And I was like thinking about like different Mega Knight decks because of course you can use like Mega Knight Miner Control, but I can't use it anymore because Miner's out. But so I used like Mega Knight Ramrider, and I also made a really interesting pick. I used Evolution Knight there because I just felt like it might be really, really good like together with the Ramrider, and because the Bomb Tower is also out. And I also used the E-Spirit, bro. And E-Spirit in this matchup will do wonders, bro. We all know that how good E-Spirit is against Sparky. So I don't know why he didn't decide to Sparky in this type of... Or does he even decide to Sparky? No, he goes to Mini Packer. I don't know why he didn't Sparky in this moment. It would have been a really good Sparky, bro. Kills the Knight, just goes Goblin Giant in front, bro. I feel like this would have been such a good play on his end. So I'm just going to go for my Phoenix there. So he has to go Knight. And now his Mini Packer's out of hand, right? So this means basically a free... Ramrider for us, and I'm just gonna play it there because I can also just go for my E-Spirit. I think I'm just gonna go E-Spirit there. He goes in Void. The Void doesn't really do too much. And look at my E-Spirit just chaining there. Also could have gone for like another Zap there, but I feel like, yeah, I feel like, oh my, I should have zapped that because then the Phoenix respawn would have been able actually like to take the tower down because of course Prince Tower doesn't do too much against. But I can just go now for my Void there to immediately shred the Spark because I know he didn't have enough attacks for Golden Giant. He doesn't have an instant cycle to block that. So really, really good Void there, and we're doing really well so far. Getting a ton of damage, bro. And man, like Princess Tower. Princess Tower, I love you. I love you and I miss you. I really actually miss you a lot, bro. This is like such a crazy time without you in the meta, and thank you so much for being finally back. Thank you, Clash Royale, to actually bring her back. I couldn't see that actually, but I couldn't tank it. So I think I'm actually gonna go aggressive there because I know I can. I'm also gonna go now for my Void there. He also goes in Void, but his Void is way worse because we still get the charge there. I'm also going to go now for my Zap there. Or I'm just going to E-Spirit and Zap. Yeah, I think it makes it honestly really much sense. Because now I can also go for another Ramrider here. I was kind of waiting to see if my Phoenix respawns. But here at this point I kind of recognize it's going to respawn. So I'm just going to go for the Ramrider. I think if I wouldn't have gone for Ramrider, he would have just gone Mother Witch and would have been able to save the tower. So I have the Evolution Knight now in hand. He doesn't have the Evolution Knight in hand. So this is kind of what I knew. So I knew there would be a really, really good defense. I can just go for a perfect E-Spirit there, making sure to kind of keep it alive. Now I can just go for a really, really good Zap timing to make sure everything stays alive. Also the Phoenix, of course, with the damage we'll be able to kill that. I can just go for another Knight now. I didn't even have E-Spirit, I mean not E-Spirit cycle, Evolution Zap and cycle yet, but now I would have it, but I don't even need it. Perfect defense, bro. A matchup where I feel like can be rough, especially if he like gets an early Sparky push. I think he should have played kind of first bit with a Sparky in the back when I didn't know which deck he had. But now we are 7-2, and the final game against a guy which I didn't know before decides everything. Final best of 3 if we make the top 42 stage or if we are out. Okay, so one of my favorite picks this season or this month or this qualifiers was Hawkrider Cycle. I love playing Hawkrider Cycle because I feel like just the potential is so great, especially with the 3-card cycle. Honestly, I don't really like it to run it with Valkyrie instead of the Mighty Miner because I just feel like the tankage, the value you're gonna get of the Mighty Miner is incredible against Beaton decks, for example, like this one. And also, more importantly, in my opinion, is that, like arrows deck, right? If the opponent has arrows available in his, like if he can still play, if he didn't play it before, or like I'm starting with like Hawkrider, I'm always want to use Mighty Miner. If he doesn't have arrows, you can kind of use Knight, but I feel like if he has arrows, you kind of forced to use Mighty Miner, because at least you're able to outcycle arrows. He has the 3-card cycle also as well, yes, but my cycle is way quicker, so I'm actually able sometimes to outcycle his, okay, wait, there was a really good snowball in his end. I'm sometimes outcycling his like his arrows, which is really important, especially for the Evolution Cracker to get a ton of value. So I'm sometimes just gonna go Mighty Miner back, using my Cracker, he goes arrows, and I'm just gonna go Skeletons, Iceberg, Log, and just have another Mighty Miner, have another Firecracker on the map to get a ton of value, because you guys see in this matchup, right, against Night Witch, against Archers, and also against like giant pushes in general, so much well with the Firecracker and also on tower sometimes, you know, it's now like with the Hawkrider together, it just gets so much value. This is where I feel like in this type of matchup, you guys just have to play the Mighty Miner version. So I think here I'm just gonna go now for my Mighty Miner. And also it feels good to see Hawk on tower actually getting damage, bro. Not with the Daigetta, just where you just had to play Skeletons at one point. So really good defense there. Mighty Miner is gonna come down. And now I'm just gonna go for my... I think I'm just gonna go cycle my Ice Spit. I'm a bit down there, so I kind of want to get as much value as I can out of Mighty Miner because he also doesn't have reset, right? He doesn't have zap or something. Oh, I'm just gonna go evolution quicker there because it's fine. He goes in hours, yes, but we're gonna be able to get way more value out of that. And I know if I'm just gonna go guards there, and I'm just gonna go for this. I know like I will be able to defend this really, really nicely, as you guys can see there. So really nice defense, nothing to complain about. He goes in for another giant though, which is pretty annoying. I'm also gonna go graveyard now. So I'm just gonna go log there. I have to go Mighty Mine here. I'm just gonna delay it with the EQ to get like a perfect value. Now also keeps the Firecracker alive, bro. Really, really good value there. And I think overall, guys, not gonna lie, that was a really clean defense. I was actually a bit scared. So use like his Evolution Archers, in my opinion, really bad Evolution Archers value. Because now I'm just gonna go Cracker there. I know he will most likely go arrows. So I'm just gonna have to log immediately to make sure that his Evolution Archer dies. Of course. Now his Knight gets a shot, but I'm not gonna panic, and I don't want to play my Mighty Miner too high, because then it goes into his health, and he might be able to kill it in his half easier, and then my Mighty Miner doesn't get any value, so I actually have to sacrifice some Knight damage there. That was pretty important. He's actually gonna go for the Queen there, but my Ice Spit is gonna be able to get a ton of damage, or like a ton of value, but I say not a ton of damage. I'm also gonna, do I get the ability out? No, I don't get the ability out, but it's a really good Ice Spit, and Tesla does his work. So I'm just gonna go Hawk right there. I'm also gonna go instant Firecracker there. So he goes in Snowball. He also has to go arrows. And now we're kind of extending our damage lead to overall like almost 200 damage. Using my guards in the back. And he just decides to go giant again. Normally you're gonna want to put same opposite lane. But I feel like in this matchup with the cheap cycle of the Firecracker, you can actually go same lane. So I'm just gonna go for my Tesla there. And here, what am I going to do there? Do I just go Firecracker? Yes, I'm just going to go bust up my Firecracker once again. Also going to go log, but I did this. I don't know what the Firecracker did there. He was a bit scared at this point, because he also goes in for this. I have to cycle back to another Cracker, as we all know. Like, Cracker is so important in this matchup. But you guys are going to see how good this defense actually was. So I'm just going to go for my log here. Now I have to go for my EQ there. Honestly, really lucky Firecracker spawn. Not going to lie. I'm also going to go Ice Spit there. So there was actually a flawless defense, buddy. And this was a really interesting... I don't know, really interesting play there. I'm just gonna go for my Cricket there. A really interesting arrows play. I'm just gonna go Hawk right there. Even he's gonna go like for his Knight. Okay, man, like the Firecracker does so much work now. Now he has to waste his arrows. That's exactly what I'm saying right now. I'm just gonna go Mighty Miner first. Now I'm just gonna go Log to make sure to clean up everything. Now I'm just gonna go Guards because I don't need to go for my EQ this time, because I kind of want to save it maybe on offense. So I'm just gonna go Log there, and look at this, bro. So we cycle next Cracker. I can just go Hawk. I'm just gonna go Ice Spit there, and then now he will just go for his next. He will just go for his arrows. But look at our cycle, bro. It's so quick. We do get it on tower there. I can honestly just gonna go for EQ now, because the Cracker splashes again. The tower GG's well played, and now we're one game away from qualifying for the top 32 stage. Okay, next I'm actually gonna go for like really interesting deck pick. I mean, not really interesting deck pick. I would say it's like a common deck to see, like Giant Graveyard, but maybe an interesting just variation, I would say. We got a Goblin Curse in there. Actually, a deck which Lucas X Gamer used. Actually faced Lucas X Gamer in the first round, which is actually so unlucky, bro. Because normally you can face everyone of the top 1k, right? You can mostly, the chance is really high that you face someone which you don't really know or never really met, and like of course you met him maybe sometimes later, but like not a well-known pro, bro. And I faced Lucas X Gamer in the first round, but I even beat him. So not the perfect start there, as you guys can see. So I have to overcommit a lot on the right hand side. And you guys gonna ask me, why did he just go Royal Giant at the bridge? Of course I could have had like Little Prince and cycle, but you guys gonna see what he's gonna do now. He's just gonna go for the King Tower activation. So you can just go for Fisherman there. I was actually trying to just kill it before, but it's not gonna work out, and I knew the matchup is so bad. Why is this matchup so bad? He can get an easy King activation early on. I don't really have single target damage to kill the Royal Giant, and he also, I kind of knew that because I was scouting him before and taking a look at his decks. I knew he had Lightning, bro, and Lightning does so well against my deck. So I was like, how am I gonna win this, bro? How am I gonna win this, bro? This is so rough. So he actually goes for his Royal Giant bridge. I'm just gonna let it go. What am I supposed to do, right? I'm just gonna let it go. It's my only chance of kind of getting maybe like a tower trade. So this is the only thing I can actually try there. So I'm just gonna go now for my Evolution Archers, I think. Just trying to kill this as soon as I can. He goes in like for a really smart ghost, which is like actually doing an incredible job there. Or like, look at this, bro. That's like so annoying that this hunter gets so much. I should have zapped earlier. That was a bit unlucky, I would say. But the help of the king to actually make sure that he won't lose his tower, and he's just gonna go for his just gonna go for this. And I mean, even if we're gonna go like giant at 5 at the bridge, he could just go hunter again because of double elixir time. So I feel like this situation is just screwed, bro. I think it's just like over at this point. I'm still trying, of course. Maybe the opponent has a disconnect. Maybe the opponent has like, I don't know, brain lag or something. But at this point, it's over. To be fair, I'm not really the biggest fan overall of his giant deck, Royal giant deck. I feel like the monk version is kind of what you want to play in this cool meta, and also hunter, I just feel like isn't the best. But yeah, look at his lightning work. I was kind of trying maybe to block the lightning because I thought he might also go on a night witch. But yeah, honestly, didn't actually make sense, bro. I can't go graveyard because he has like his king towers activate. So I knew this will be over. I'm already focusing on game number 3, as you all know. The next game will be whoever wins this, me or Faith. The winner stays on to the next day and plays today. And the loser goes home, bro. And this is what we're going to see now in the final game. And of course, for the final game, I had to pick something spicy. Something I always want to play. Something which most of the people would not recommend you to play. And something which is incredible skillful, bro. I'm gonna play minor wall breaker control, bro. But I can't use the actually, how's it called? I can't use the lock, bro. You guys know why? Because actually the lock is out. I already used it in my first deck. So actually I have to play something different. They actually use in this Hog Rider deck, so I'm using Snowball instead, which is not, of course, as good as a log in this deck. I always would prefer it, but I was also thinking maybe he could play Lava, and Lava was still a choice which he could have done. So I'm actually pretty happy about this. But yeah, so I have to go for this. So actually I'm trying my best now to kind of go and like for my wall breaker to kite there. That was actually a bit lucky that the one kind of wall breaker actually got kited there. Like the electric got kited there, which was pretty nice. I'm just gonna go now for my bad set behind. And we're still live, bro. I actually thought maybe this is already over at this point, but it's not over yet. But I know how, like, bro, how am I supposed to defend Prince, Electric Dragon, Golden Knight? Maybe with an Evolution Bomber behind that. Like, Evolution Bomber Nade would be so hard. Snowball honestly does pretty well against Electric Dragon, not gonna lie, but it sucks against Prince, especially. Prince is so annoying for this matchup. So, what am I gonna do here? Am I just gonna go Wall Breaker? I might just go Wall Breaker, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go Wall Breaker split there to get some value. I think that's a pretty nice choice there. I think we also... No, we don't get the connection there. Do I just go minor defensive? No, I'm just gonna go minor on offense, just trying to get some extra value. And he actually decides to go Prince. So I'm just gonna go for this there. And I think I'm just gonna go bad side behind this, just try to immediately kill it, but he goes in for really smart electric rank, so I actually have to be a bit careful there. So I'm just gonna go for my spears there. Maybe I could have done for a king to activation, but I was like a bit too scared about that. I think like it wouldn't have been the best play. So now I'm being really aggressive because I knew I would go golem, so I have my wall breakers and my knight ready because I'm kind of want to go for both of that at the same time. But I kind of forgot. No, I don't want to say I forgot the evolution bomber, but I thought it will be maybe fine. At least he has to still spend this Nado. I'm kind of overcommitting there into a golem, which is not the best thing could have done there. But I know he doesn't have lightning available, so he won't have lightning. So I think that Bomb Tower will be able to get a ton of value there. So I guess poisoning this is completely fine, this type of sequence. And you just need to get bats. Poison Snowball actually not kills that, but like bats and maybe Snowball will do a good job there. Bomb Tomb just cleans it up in a really good way there. And here I have to go poison again, bro. I just have to go poison again. I just want to make sure everything is going to die there. Not the best. Yeah, so I'm just going to go mine in the back. What is he going to do? He has to go Prince there. So the good thing is, of course, I know, like, if I'm, like, in an even spot, especially under 1k HP, we're doing really well against him. Because I can just pressure him more than he can pressure me. So I need to go mine there in the back once again, just trying to get some value. Do I go poison there? I think I can, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just going to poison this because I also hit the bat. So I feel like maybe it's a really good poison. I mean, it wasn't, like, the best poison of all time, but it's completely fine there. Just going to go Snowball there. Okay. I think now I'm just gonna go Wall Breaker there because like Evolution Wall Breakers, they do really well there in this type of sequence. And I'm just gonna go Miner there. And we do get one of these Wall Breakers to the tower. And here I'm just gonna go Bats there. And now I'm kind of thinking what he does. So he just goes in for this, but it's completely fine because now I can easily defend it. I'm just gonna go for a Miner there, but he kind of predicted my Miner there. Or like, he didn't predict it, but he was actually gonna go for that. I'm gonna just go Poison now. And here I need to be really careful because I know his Nado will be actually really annoying. So okay, but the good thing is the Spear Golems actually died quicker. I'm just gonna go Bats. I have to go now for my Knight. Triple Elixir time is, or like double Elixir time is gonna carry me. I have to also go Spear Gobs, I guess. No, I don't even need to go Spear Gobs here. And we're now in a position where I just need one more minor poison. So I'm just gonna go Spear Golems there, really smart Spear Golems to make sure in case he goes some Prince in the back. The Spear Golems get on tower, yes, I go Tornado, Poison's gonna come down, and also the Snowball GG's well played. mortenroyale's gonna go to the top 32 stage. Let's go, we did it! And we're still hunting for the golden ticket. I hope you guys enjoyed this Clash Royale video. Make sure to subscribe and make sure to use Creative Morten in the shop.